Hello everyone, my name is Addie, and if you don't know, I own I own my own small business where I sell plant pots that I make, and I've been doing these plant pot demolding videos lately, so I want to make another one. In my last one, I got a suggestion for what I should talk about this time, and the suggestion was how I got into making plant pots. So I'm going to talk about that as I demold, and if you're interested in checking out any plant pots I have on my site, like this one for example, you can find them at plantventrance.com. Okay, so these are just cement pots. These are the bases. They look pretty blank until I paint them and add designs to them. So I should be releasing another large pot design today, but I also have smaller planters. Okay, so first thing I'm going to demold are these little pots. So whenever I'm making molds, I always make cement for the bigger ones, and then I go to the smaller ones. So they're just using extra cement. Like this one, I didn't have enough to fill all the way up. Okay, so I'm going to get to the point. This is a very realistic video. I'm kind of all over the place, but that's just how life goes sometimes. Okay, so I got started making plant pots actually a while ago. If you don't know, I started my business Plant Ventrance almost 2 years ago, I think. I'm not exactly sure the exact time frame, but I actually started out pretty early making plant pots, and I would make ones like this. It didn't have a sticker here. It had a here I have a better one. Ones like this. Well, I had custom pictures and then the pot, which I do want to get back to making like custom image pots because I have a sublimation printer, so I can make custom images. The only problem with this is, it's not that I don't understand. I don't know how to make it to where people can upload pictures on my website. As far as I know, I don't have any software to do that. So I know I was thinking I can do it just to where if you want to order a custom pot, you have to do it through Etsy, like a custom image one. That would work. But yeah, I gotta figure that out. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. So this is the first one. There's a little divot right there, but this will be fine. Once I paint it and everything, that'll be covered up. And this part is just for the drainage hole. But yeah, I started out with those, and then I took a little venture into paper mache pots, which are pretty cool. They're not waterproof though, which kind of defeats the purpose of a plant pot. So I came back to cement pots, but obviously throughout the whole journey I learned a lot, and I've ended up here. So that's not a very good story. I don't really remember a lot of it, to be honest. It was kind of just a lot of experimenting, but I've always liked plants. Specifically, I remember a few years ago, I was in class and we got a demonstration of how corn grows, I think. Yeah, and I grabbed a corn kernel from my closet, like just a popcorn kernel. I put it in like a Ziploc bag with a paper towel. This one didn't have enough cement. That's funny. I didn't have enough. I put it in a bag with the kernel, and I let it sprout, and then I was like, oh my god, I love growing plants now. So I just kept doing that for the next years after that. And I just discovered my love for plants, and then now I like succulents a lot, which is what I sell. Specifically, I'm working on more plants, but I sell succulents because I like how they don't die. I'm not, even though I like plants, I'm not the best at taking care of them, which is kind of confusing, I'd say. I'm not good at watering my plants. I keep not watering them, which isn't good. It's not that I don't water them, it's just I never remember to. So I gotta get better about that. But with succulents, you don't have to worry about that too much because it'll be fine. Oh, this is a new product I was working on. It's a drainage tray for the little pots like this. Thought it was cool. So I have a dreaded tray. Let me know if you guys want this on the website. And I know I keep asking you guys, but I would appreciate some pricing suggestions. It wouldn't be expensive. Most of my stuff isn't expensive. If anything, I had people telling me my stuff is too cheap. My design planters like these. These ones are $15. Okay. So, but yeah, I just, got into plants that way. And I've always been someone that liked creating stuff. And I've also always been someone that enjoyed entrepreneurship and selling stuff. I had so many business ventures. I used to sell pillows and basically anything I could get my hands on. I used to sell Pokemon cards. That was fun. I used to basically anything that could be sold, I would sell it. Yeah, I just like not just like the money aspect of it. I just like the act of being able to take something and go through the process of selling it, But yeah, I decided to go with plant pots because they relate to plants, and I can use my sort of joy of creating along with my joy of plants, so I can kind of put them together like a double threat, So I can use those together to, help me run my business. And I'm actually currently working on art prints. So I'm pretty sure, I doubt most of you guys have seen my YouTube page. My YouTube channel is also Plant Vengeance, and I used to do live streams of watercolor painting. And I used to do watercolor painting. I need to get back into it. But besides the point, I like painting things, specifically like flowers and plant-related stuff. But I'm currently working on coming up with a line of art prints that I'm also going to put on my shop. Because why not? I mean, I know how to make art. Might as well, let other people access it. Because I was originally going to sell the originals. But I think it's better to sell prints so that, multiple people can get, the artwork. This is one of the bigger ones. You can see it's a bit dark. That's because it's still kind of wet. It's not cured all the way. I use Cementol, Rapid Set Cementol for my cement, and it takes 2 hours to fully set or something. I don't really know exactly, but something around there. And, once I've noticed that if I demold it early, it's still a little bit wet, and sometimes it's warm, because I'm guessing it heats up. But it's cured. But yeah, I just decided to sell pots because, I feel like that's a good niche for me. A lot of people like plant pots. I like making stuff, just seems to fit well. But I'm currently working, like I said, on adding more plants. I was looking at lithops, which are living rocks. I think they're kind of succulent. I'm not sure. I feel like I should know that. And then I'm also looking into monsteras because I've seen that you can get monstera seeds and sell starter plants, which I think is pretty cool. The biggest thing for me selling plants that aren't succulents is I'm trying to figure out how I would ship them. Because, succulents are easy to ship. They don't need water really while they're being shipped. So you can kind of just put them in a pot, make sure the soil doesn't fall out, and then they're good to go. But regular plants, tropical plants like monsteras, or pothos, or anything else basically, require water all the time, or else they'll die, which is kind of sad. But they need a lot of water, and I'm not sure how to ship them to where the water stays in without using a bunch of single-use plastic packaging, because I'm trying to work on my eco-friendliness. If that might not be that apparent. I mean, I use hot glue for my 3D designs, which I know isn't the most environmentally friendly thing. But I'm trying to be somewhat sustainable, as much as I can. At least definitely avoiding single-use plastic. If I can avoid any plastic, even if I have to use some, I don't want single-use plastic. A plastic bag or something. I'm going to try to avoid that as much as I can. So I'm trying to figure out how to ship plants without that. But yeah, that was my demolding, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and me rambling. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.